Alright, so let's have a look at the trailer. Let's lower the music a bit so it's not too loud. Let's take a look. So very short, very short. I mean, it's trailer. Like basically it's a recap of like the big moments in the game, although even as a recap trailer, as a recap video, it's not even that good. So what do we see? We see Mabon being corrupted by the Cryptus. We see Dagda? Is that Dagda? No, who is this? I think that's Dagda corrupted. And then we have Isgarin corrupted. I mean, if somebody who hasn't played the game, hasn't played the expansion, I don't know if this trailer will give them a lot of information, honestly. So as a recap trailer, is not too great. We have Cirrus here. And then we do have like a teaser image. A teaser image for what we can expect, basically. Yeah, somehow he has to like re-download his game. I don't know why. I don't know why. So we kind of got this teaser image, so it's basically Peta with like a demon form. And then basically I want to say it's because this is still demon, right? These vines and everything, that's still demon. Like the demon effects that we see in the new maps. But this is like the same version, but like on fire. So basically, good Peta, bad Peta. Like one of my wishes for the story is that Peta's role in this would be more duplicious, as the end of the expansion seemed to suggest. And this teaser image does seem to suggest that Peta should not be trusted. That Peta has a secret agenda, which makes sense. So we'll see if that holds true. But that's kind of what this picture says to me. That Peta should be, we should be wary about Peta. She has a secret agenda, basically. Okay. So let me put up the blog post. Okay. So, so the launch of Secret Obscures, okay, that's all fine. So we're getting 3 new story chapters. Okay, so as I said earlier, 3 new story chapters is kind of more than I expected. It kind of depends on how big the story chapters are, but as I showed a moment ago, if it kind of is the same as the story chapters we got in Soto, 3 story chapters is kind of sizable. It's more than I expected. Of course, we have to like wait and see what the actual size of the stories chapters will be. But you know, I'm happily surprised that we're getting 3 story chapters. I was kind of, because they're gonna split up this story in 3 chapters, right? We're gonna get story in patch 1, patch 2, patch 3. So yeah, hopefully it's a big chunk. Hopefully we have a lot of story in front of us. Okay, so that's good. I think that's positive that we're getting 3 story chapters. So the episode is called Through the Veil. Also cool. Reminds me of the WoW patches and patches in other games that they give it a name. Like the WoW patch 10.2 is called Guardians of the Dreams, and the first patch for Guild Wars 2 is called Through the Veil. We're traveling to Neos, the realm of dreams, so you have synergy there, or symmetry there. You have WoW, which is going into the dream, and you have Guild Wars 2 that's going into the realm of dreams. Just, you know, kind of, I like the symmetry there, because both those patches are gonna release on the 7th of November. Everybody has a secret agenda in this game. I mean, I kind of like when people... you can't take people's actions at face value in these kind of games. They want to give us a twist, and so you have to be always be wary of a secret agenda. So we're getting Neos, the Realm of Dreams. This is kind of what we expected, right? Now that we push the Cryptus back, it's time to take the fight to the Cryptus, and to do that we have to go to their homeworld, Neos. Okay, so that makes sense. Not really surprised there, but nice to have that confirmation. So that's the trailer. So in addition to new story chapters and opening the third map, the Cosmic Observatory Strike Mission Challenge. So Cosmic Observatory CM is coming into the game. I kind of thought we were getting both Strike CMs. I'm guessing we're only getting one this match. Okay? So I am planning on taking a swing at this CM version. I will probably be waiting until the balance patch hits on November 28th. I'm thinking. I'll maybe do it before that as well, but I kind of want to update my build, and I don't want to update my build a few weeks before a big balance patch, because chances are you'll have to redo it. Okay. So, but yeah, I am interested what the challenge mode for Cosmic Observatory will be. The normal version, she's very bulky, right? Both strikes, the enemies, the bosses are very bulky. It takes a while to kill them, even on normal mode. So I'm a little bit worried how long the fight is gonna take on CM. Okay, I don't think it will be as difficult. I don't think it will be as difficult as, for example, Harvest Temple CM. But still, this will probably be a long fight, I'm guessing. Okay. We also get the Onero's Spun armor set. So this is the third armor set that we're getting. This is an armor set we will need to get if we want a legendary armor. Okay. It will be a demon themed armor set, I'm expecting. I don't know what Onero's is actually. Anybody know Onero's? What's the meaning of that? Onero's meaning. Oh, it means dream. Dream. In Greek mythology, dreams were sometimes personified as Oneros or Oneroi. Okay, so it means dream. Oneros means dream. Hey, we learned something. So I guess a dream-centered armor set. I don't know how that will look. Okay, but maybe not that well. Still, it could still be like demon themed because Neos is called the Realm of Dreams, so it could still be like demon themed. So here they have like a chart of what we can expect coming patch and also the next two patch. So story. We're getting 3 story patches. The map is also being chopped up in 3 parts. I'm kind of curious how big these maps are gonna be. How big each part is gonna be. Right? Hopefully it's not too small. Hopefully it's not like Gayala Delve where we got a first sizable chunk. And then the second part was basically a tunnel. Right? So what are we getting now? A sizable chunk and 2 tunnels. Okay, so again, something that we'll have to wait and see, but I'm hopeful that we're getting a sizable portion of the map. Okay, so Cosmic Observatory CM, Temple of Febe CM for patch 2, and patch 3 the Fractal. Oh yeah, I thought we were getting the Fractal sooner. So the Fractal's all the way at the end. Okay. Weapons is only on for patch 2, but there is a beta that's coming up. We will get to that in a moment. Okay. We are getting new masteries. Okay. The Inner Nails masteries. I'm guessing these masteries are gonna help us navigate the map. I would say, or navigate the enemies. Kinda speculating, but that would make sense, you know. Then Wizard's Vault Seasonal Refresh. That will come up in a minute. We'll take a look at that. I have some thoughts here. The Oneros Spun Armor. We just talked about that. Additional relics. So we're getting new relics. I'd also hope they kind of do a, not really a rework, but also take a look at the existing relics. And for God's sake, please give us a way to like stash our relics somewhere else than our inventory. I mean, my inventory is becoming a mess, and I have like a big inventory. Bigger than most people, I would say. Okay? So, I can't imagine what a nightmare relics are for people who don't have big inventories. So hopefully they take a look at that as well. Okay? And then lastly we have convergences. So convergence will be coming up soon. But that's basically gonna be, hopefully, I'm expecting an easier way to get essences. Okay? Hey, welcome back, Arcadus. We're taking a look at what we're getting. So the new armor set is called Oneros. Do you know what Oneros means, Arcadus? Oh, so now you re-download the game? Yeah, I know too. I just looked it up. I googled it. But what does Oneros mean? Arcadus. We're gonna quiz you. And what is onerophobia? Fear of what? Phobia is fear. What is onero? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So Oneros is indeed, it has to do with dreams. It makes sense, right? Oneros is other word for dreams. So it does indeed have to do with an armor set, dreams, probably demon themed, I'm guessing. That's literally the title of the Root of Nightmares final boss themes in Destiny 2. Oh wow, cool. Yeah, well that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I had to Google it, but I've learned something new. So Eagle-Eyed Observer will notice that the only real change from last time is that we moved up some items. We thought we'd need to add a few additional maps to the Rift Hunting rotation with each of the releases, but we were able to include 6 new maps per rotation with a September 26th build. An additional 6 will be implemented with Through the Veil. So basically these are vanilla maps. They're adding to the rotation where you can get Cryptis appearances. Okay, so they added 6 additional maps where you can get these Cryptis insurgencies. Okay, the Cryptis Advanced. That is kind of scary. Yeah. Fear of dreams means that you can't go to sleep. It would lead to insomnia. Yeah, that is actually a scary concept. Now, convergences. This will be also interesting for us. So convergences are like the new way that we're gonna get essences, Cryptis essences for the legendary armor. But as we all know, we need like a shit ton of essences for the new legendary armor. This should help with that. Okay. Demon hunting to a whole new level with convergences, which are public or squad-based forays into enemy territory. This kind of makes me think of Dragonstorm, the Watchwork puppets. What is she called again? This kind of makes me think of something like that. You know, an instant version of kind of like a big number of players, a big event. The new story will introduce you to the concept of conversion and it will unlock the associated inner Neos mastery. Oh yeah, the new mastery track will probably have to do with these convergences. That would make sense. That the new mastery trait line is about the convergences. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Together with fellow Rift Hunters, you'll open up a portal into the home realm of the Cryptus, where you'll need to have your weapons at the ready and your wits about you. There are no waypoints. This is also interesting. There are no waypoints in the hostile territory you'll strike into. It'll take coordination between players to keep yourself and your allies alive long enough to complete your objective and take out the legendary Cryptus. So basically, if you die, you're screwed. That's what I'm getting from this. If you die, either you stay dead, or you're being teleported outside of the instance. So I don't know how this will work, but there are no waypoints. No waypoints. So this kind of makes the stakes. You have to be careful. If that is the case, you have to be careful in these convergences, because once you're dead, there might not be a way to get back. The public version of a convergence operates on a timer, while squads can open probably on a 2-hour timer, I would guess. Like Dragonstorm, like the Watchwork puppet. Marionette, there we go, it's Marionette. Why do I say puppet? So like the Marionette. Or you can open it on demand with Cryptus motivation. So kind of like the Rift hunting that we can do now. You can either open them with motivations from yourself, or you can tag along with somebody who has the motivations. So that's kind of similar. You can also earn your unstable Cryptus motivation each week by you can get a motivation each week by participating in a convergence. Okay. So this is a picture. This is kind of a picture of the map we're getting. So here we have these demon-like structures that we've seen before. It seems very dark. Like in the background we have all these vines, so it's very spooky. Hopefully it's not all in like the same color. I do hope in a little bit of variety in the color. Otherwise it will be a little bit grim, boring. Okay? But this is kind of like our first look at how the map will look. Right? Why is that sad? Oh, I see. Well, yeah, you were be right back, right? It was unfortunate timing. Then here, I have some thoughts on here, because so far it's all been pretty good, right? We're getting 3 new chapters, we're getting a new map, we're getting convergences, we're getting a new armor set, we're getting challenge mode. All of this has been like very good, very positive, very exciting. Now we're getting to the Wizard's Vault refresh. So what I've told this before, right? Because I thought like the first season was pretty good. Okay, we got a mount skin, we got an emote, we got 3 armor skins, although not that great looking armor skin. We got a complete weapon set. And that's it, right? Those were like the eye catchers, which I was satisfied with. But I didn't want them to, they had to like go forward, right? They could not go back with the awards, with the rewards. And I kind of feel like they went a little bit back with rewards. The rewards are not that eye-catching. The eye-catcher rewards are not that eye-catching. I mean, yeah, free stuff. I mean, free stuff in the sense that you have to play the game to get the astral claim. But so each major expansion comes with a Wizard Vault refresh. Okay. The upcoming season of the Wizard's Vault features an additional 3 unique armor pieces. So, if I remember correctly, in the season that's going on right now, we got gloves, shoulders, and boots. Like, the shoulders were kinda okay. The gloves were kinda meh. And the boots were like just sandals, from what I remember. So those first 3 armor pieces were not that impressive. But now it seems like we're getting the chest piece, the legs, and the helmet, which are usually like the more eye-catching, the more impressive armor pieces, especially the helmet and the chest piece. That is true, but still, I mean, if you're spending your time in that, because the Wizard's Vault is like probably like the biggest feature from the expansion, because it's kind of like the long-term way of incentivizing people to play the game. So the rewards for that is very important. So that's why I don't want them to go back. Okay. But yeah, so we're getting the chest piece, the helmet, and the legs. Yeah, I mean, the Griffin skin was definitely the eye-catcher, and sadly we're not getting a skin. Now, what are we getting? So we're getting 3 unique armor pieces. We're getting a new infusion. So this is, I'm expecting the big eye-catcher. So we're not getting a mount skin, we're not getting emote, but we're getting a new infusion. Now this could be cool, depending on how the infusion looks. Okay, but yeah. So this is like my. So we're getting 3 unique armor pieces, which we got last time. We're getting a weapon set, which I'll go over in a second. And then we got, in the current season, we got a mount skin and an emote. This time we're only getting infusion. From like 2 items that we got, we're now only getting 1. Okay. Instead of mount skin and an emote, we're only getting infusion. So that's I kind of wish that at least we got a mount again. I kind of like their trend of giving us in-game options to getting a mount skin. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't give us a mount skin. The infusion could be cool depending on how it looks, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Oh, the heritage. You want the heritage set from Guild Wars 1? Okay. Oh, you wanted more you wanted more dye options on the Griffin skin. I mean, the Griffin skin was pretty nice. It had like the glowing orbs, which were nice. Infusion is only cosmetic. Infusion doesn't give you stats, as far as I know. Infusions are only cosmetic. I guess maybe they could give it stats, because I don't think it would surprise me if they would put a reward with stats in the gem store, in the Wizard's Vault. I think this is pure cosmetic, an infusion, like a glow or an effect around your player character, something like that. Then this one is this is something I didn't like. So instead of like a mount skin and an emote, we're getting an infusion. That's going backwards in my book, but it doesn't stop there. We're getting a weapon set color variant. So instead of giving us a new weapon set, they're giving us the same thing, but in red. I mean, I don't like this. That's so lazy to me. So the first set was orange, now it's red. What's the next one gonna be? Blue? Green? So I don't like this. This is not a new weapon set, right? This is a recolor. This is WoW stuff. WoW does this, right? So I'm also disappointed by this. I can maybe understand that giving us a complete 16 weapon new set might be a lot of work, even though they have like 3-4 months to do it. I'm very disappointed they're giving us a recolor. Yeah, true, but I mean, the reskins on the enemies, they look much more different. They did more than just change the colors, right? Yeah, they're the same. A lot of enemies in Solo, they have the same models, but the models look, or the reskins of the models look very different than the other ones. It's not that they made the enemies green, blue, or red, for example. This is like a pure recolor. So I'm not a fan of this as well. So I'm going for the complete set in the first season. If they're doing this, I don't know if I'm gonna go for the next set anymore. Because going for like 60 new weapons, spending all that astral acclaim on just a recolor, I don't know. That doesn't sound so appealing for me. Not really. Not really. I mean, no. I don't really care about the color. The color red. I mean, the red is fine, but I mean, it's probably a better color than orange from from the current set. But still, it's not a big enough difference for me to go for it, honestly. So yeah, so the Wizard Vault refresh, we'll see what we actually get, how the infusion looks, how the armor pieces look, but I'm a little bit disappointed with the Wizard Vault refresh. It feels like they're going a little bit backwards with the rewards.
That's good.
Alright, so that's kind of my opinion on the Wizard Vault refresh. Okay, then we have weapon skills and balance. So additional relics will be available. They'll continue to expand the build options.
That's good.
Orange is the most liked color for teenagers and young people. Yeah, and red is the color that it makes people aggressive. That's what I know about the color red. Red is a color that makes people aggressive. Yeah, I read about that. No, I read about that. Like in traffic, for example. Look at this. Researchers ran the experiment using the same model car in 5 different colors: red, green, blue, black and white. After analyzing reactions from 422 drivers, they found that red cars elicited significantly more aggressive responses. People honked sooner and more often than with any of the other colors. That's what I remember about the color red. I mean, it's also associated with love, but apparently it also motivates aggression. Love and aggression. Maybe that goes hand in hand somehow. Alright, not too long after the release of Through the Veil, you can look forward to a skills and balance update on November 28th. So a next big balance update, November 28th. We'll see a preview of those changes very soon. October 27th, that's the day after tomorrow. Here. November 28th, also an important day, because you will get the first chance to try out the new weapon. So the first beta, maybe the only beta, for the new weapon is on November 28th. Yeah, that'll be exciting. That'll be exciting. So for my ranger, I will be getting mace. Arcadus, for your mesmer, you're getting rifle, right? So we'll be able to take a look at what kind of skills are we getting. What is like the idea behind the weapon? Will it be a support weapon? Will it be a DPS weapon? Will it be a CC weapon? So a lot of that we'll see on November 28th. Okay, so we'll definitely do the beta is an entire week actually. It's from November 28th until December 3rd. So it's not only 1 day or 2 days, it's an entire week. That's probably also good for Guild Wars 2, the developers. That way they have like a week long of feedback of players can play it for a week long, which is more than the 2 days we got for weapon mastery. And that way people can give better feedback, you know? They can dive more into the weapons and provide better feedback to the developers. So I think it's good at this entire league. Are you already looking forward a longbow next? So you want ranged weapons, don't you? We'll start sharing more information. Yeah, okay. World vs. World is the final one? Yeah, well, kind of final one. So, World vs. World. This is kind of like more of the same. Like, they're saying a lot, but not showing a lot. There's another beta coming in January, I think. But yeah, I wish they would show us more than tell us more, but that's been kind of the case for World vs. World for a long time now. I guess we just have to wait and see and trust the process. Okay. Mesmer's predominant, yeah, even with like a great sword, Mesmer are ranged. I also like keeping my distance. That's why I like short bow on my Druid DPS. It's gonna be kind of sad when I have to like replace my short bow, because I like keeping a distance and ranging my enemies as well. So, in late January we'll be expanding the ways you can use your guild hall to create unique gameplay experience with guild hall arena updates, including a selector to control which game mode rules your guild arena uses. This new feature will give you the ability to set your personal game mode in the guild hall, enabling, oh, that's cool, enabling the skills and balance for the player versus player or world versus world game mode. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, I feel like right now, if you do like combat in your guild hall, the rules, the balance rules, are essentially the PvE balance rules. So with this feature, you'll be able to set your guild hall combat rules to either PvE balance, PvP balance, or world versus world balance. That's kind of interesting. And again, they're putting more of the focus on guild halls, which is kind of the idea about alliances, you know? Oh, you heard a Mesmer in the background using a greatsword? Well, that's possible. In addition, we'll be introducing options to select teams outside of the confines of the guild arena, giving you access to the entire map so you can battle your... Oh, wow. So you can even fight outside of the guild arena? So basically, this allows you to make your entire guild hall map a war zone. That's kind of cool. That could be very interesting. We'll also be running another world restructuring beta. So that's the beta I talked about. Okay. The World War team has shifted the priority to releasing a live version. So they told us this before. Doing this allows us to get consistent live data and feedback. Okay. They already addressed a number of issues with guild selection, queue failures, reset issues, and more. In the next beta, they'll be testing a new team builder, UI updates, and bug fixes. Assuming everything goes well with that test, we'll be able to move forward with turning the system on full time. While we don't have, so this is again the annoying part, they don't have dates or initial release at this time. We will let you know as soon as possible. So again, it's more like they tell us but they don't show us, which is kind of a shame, but you know, trust the process. What is this actually? That's also from the new map, I'm guessing, right? It kind of looks snowy. It almost looks a little bit snowy, the new map. Okay. Kind of like how this looks. And then last but not least, I guess, what we can expect besides the patch 1 stuff. So we're getting, so story continues, final map, we talked about all of this. Halloween ends November 7th, extra life, new hero jumpstart, I'm guessing that's for new players. Dungeon Rush, we're getting Dungeon Rush, I think for the end of the year, I'm guessing, yeah, for the end of the year. Winter's Day is coming. Lunar New Year is also coming. And this we also talked about. That's kind of what we expect here. So some very exciting stuff. The most underwhelming stuff for me is basically the Wizard's Vault. I'm not especially wowed by the new rewards that we're getting. Infusion could be good, but could be cool. The armor pieces could be cool. The weapon set recall is lame. And they're kind of giving us less eye-catching rewards. But besides that, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting what we're about to get. Honestly, I can't wait until November 7th, and we'll see if, like Soto, the patch will be a hit. Okay, and I hope for the game it is, because it doesn't end with like one good expansion. They have to like confirm. You know, we have to confirm the coming patches. They also have to confirm in the next expansion. But yeah, very interesting, very promising. We'll see about all of this on November 7th. All right.